You are not living in the real world. You are living in a highly edited simulation, entirely constructed by the world your mind has been quietly trained to see. Day after day, you wake up exhausted, convinced that life is simply a sequence of fires to put out, threats to avoid, and endless tasks that never quite lead to peace. You believe this because the evidence is everywhere you look. But the evidence is a lie. This illusion of an overwhelmingly negative reality is what happens when your brain is hijacked by repetition. It is the concept of a narrowed perception. The world has not actually become darker, but your capacity to see the light has atrophied. It feels exactly like walking through a dense, foggy forest while wearing heavy glasses smeared with thick, hardened mud. You look around, shivering, and you think the forest itself is gray, cold, and dead. You are completely unaware that the heavy frames resting on the bridge of your nose are actively filtering out the sunlight, rendering the beautiful, complex world into a suffocating blur. You are fighting the forest, but the problem is the mud on your lenses. Psychologically and biologically, this is a phenomenon rooted in cognitive load and perceptual priming. The human brain is bombarded by millions of bits of sensory information every single second. To prevent you from going mad, the brain acts as a ruthless bouncer, only allowing information that matches your pre-existing expectations to enter your conscious awareness. If you spend your days consuming tragedy, expecting betrayal, and bracing for disaster, your reticular activating system physically alters its filtering criteria. It literally blocks out the good to conserve energy, ensuring you only perceive the darkness you have trained it to find. This narrowing of your reality does not happen all at once. It bleeds slowly into the cracks of your daily life, manifesting in deeply painful, isolating ways. Look at your work. You sit at your desk, bathed in the harsh blue glare of the monitor, and no matter what you achieve, you only see the flaw. You secure a victory, but your mind immediately jumps to the impending disaster of the next deadline. This is the concept of the perpetual deficit. It feels like carrying a pocket full of jagged, heavy stones. Instead of walking forward, you stand still, continuously running your fingers over the sharp edges of those stones until your hands bleed, entirely unable to drop them. You are carrying the weight of past errors and future anxieties, convinced that this heavy burden is what keeps you safe. Biologically, this is your amygdala, the ancient, fear-driven alarm system in your brain, hijacking your attention. When you are chronically stressed, the amygdala swells, keeping your nervous system in a constant state of fight or flight. It chemically punishes you for resting, convincing your physiology that dropping the jagged stones will result in your immediate destruction. Then there are your relationships. You sit across from someone you love, perhaps at a quiet dinner, but underneath the surface, you are holding your breath. You are waiting for the disappointment, waiting for the careless word, waiting for them to inevitably let you down. This is the concept of defensive pessimism. It feels like standing in a magnificent, sprawling, sunlit room, but instead of taking in the architecture, you press your nose directly against a single microscopic crack in the plaster. You stare at the crack until it consumes your entire field of vision, until you are convinced the whole house is collapsing. Psychologically, this is a trauma response masquerading as wisdom. Your brain has formed a hardened, heavily myelinated neural pathway that associates vulnerability with pain. It scans the people you love for threats, destroying the very connection you crave in a misguided attempt to protect you from future grief. And worst of all is your internal monologue. You look in the mirror, and in a fraction of a second, your eyes dart to your perceived defects. You do not see a human being surviving a complex world. You see a walking list of failures, missed opportunities, and physical flaws. This is the concept of internalized hypercriticism. It feels like wearing heavy iron chains forged from every careless insult, every rejection, and every moment of doubt you have ever experienced. You drag these chains around your ankles, listening to the agonizing scrape of iron on stone with every step, mistaking the noise for the truth of who you are. This is what happens when chronic dopamine depletion meets a highly active default mode network in the brain. When you are burned out, your brain lacks the neurotransmitters required to feel reward or self-compassion. Your mind idles in a state of rumination, biologically locking you into a loop of self-loathing that you cannot simply wish away. But the very mechanism that is currently destroying your peace is also the key to your salvation. This brings us to a phenomenon discovered by researchers in the late 20th century. It is called the Tetris Effect. When people played the classic video game Tetris for hours on end, something strange began to happen to them. They would leave the screen, walk down the street, and look at the skyline. But instead of seeing buildings, they saw shapes that needed to fit together. They would look at boxes on shelves in a grocery store and mentally rotate them to close the gaps. They would dream in falling blocks. The concept is simple but profound. Whatever you spend your time doing, looking at, or thinking about will inevitably become the lens through which you view the rest of your life. It is like carving a riverbed through a solid mountain of stone. At first, the water simply trickles over the surface, finding the path of least resistance. But with enough time, enough relentless flow, the water carves a deep, permanent trench into the rock. Eventually, any new water that falls on that mountain has no choice but to flow into that massive, pre-existing canyon. Your thoughts are the water. Your mind is the stone. You have spent years carving a deep canyon of anxiety, cynicism, and exhaustion, but the stone is not permanently set. This is the psychological and biological reality of neuroplasticity. Your brain is not a static organ. It is a living, breathing map that physically rewires itself based on your daily inputs. Neurons that fire together, wire together. Right now, in modern hustle culture, you are being bombarded by an algorithm designed to outrage you, terrify you, and keep you scrolling. You are playing a game of misery Tetris. You are carving a riverbed of despair. But because of neuroplasticity, you have the absolute power to forge a new river. You can build a new pair of glasses. You can train your reticular activating system to scan the chaos of the world and automatically highlight opportunities, kindness, and silence. Slow is smooth, and smooth is fast. You do not fix your life by tearing down the mountain. You fix it by slowly, deliberately redirecting the water. Your brain will immediately tell you that what I am about to ask you to do is a waste of time. It will tell you that a simple trick cannot dismantle years of heavy chains and jagged stones. Do not listen to it. Your brain is tired and it is lying to you to conserve energy. I want you to do something ridiculously easy right now. Look away from this screen. I want you to scan the room you are sitting in, and I want you to find 3 things that are the color red. Look around. Find a book, a piece of clothing, a light on a monitor. 3 red things. You found them. But here is the profound truth of this moment. Those red objects were always there. 10 seconds ago, you did not know they existed. They were completely invisible to you. But the moment you consciously set your intention to find them, they materialized out of the background noise. You proved in real time that you only see what you look for. Now, we redirect the water. Scan your life right now. Look past the mud on the lenses. Find 3 things, however small, that you are genuinely grateful for. It could be the simple fact that you have clean water to drink, the memory of a friend's laugh, or the quiet rhythm of your own breathing in this very moment. Find them. Name them. Feel the texture of them in your mind. Do this tomorrow. Do this the next day. You are not ignoring your problems. You are slowly carving a new riverbed. You are reprogramming the raw code of your reality, 1 block at a time. The world is loud, chaotic, and heavily invested in your exhaustion, but your mind belongs to you. Take off the muddy glasses, drop the jagged stones, let the heavy chains rust and fall away into the earth. The light is still here, waiting for you to simply open your eyes and look for it. Stay unrushed.